Hello, Pisces. This is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. If you've been here before, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. What I normally do is let flip, fly, or fall anywhere from 5 to 7 tarot cards. Take a look at that. Decide if we are looking at life, love, career, or health. And then clarify with various oracle decks. I am using a different deck today, and they are flying out right and left. This is the Psychic Heart Tarot by John Holland. So the first thing that came out was the Heart Chakra, and the Balance card, and the Reach Out card, and the Choose Your Balance, or Choose Your Battles. So, okay, so this makes me think that you might have a little grief about a relationship that went wrong. And you're trying to get some balance within yourself because you're feeling a little out of whack. And you're thinking that perhaps I need to reach out to this person and have a conversation with them. And this one is dreams coming true. Maybe this is your person that you want to be with and you guys came to a standstill. Whatever the case is, it feels like you're trying to open up your heart chakra, and that one really wanted to come out, and coming together. So there's a lot of stuff about the heart chakra coming together. That would kind of be the Lover's card, actually, I think. And coming into balance. You're out of balance, and I feel like it has to do with this person not being in your life, that maybe you shut someone out of your life and you realized that it didn't make things better when you shut them out of your life. And now you're re-looking at things and trying to decide how to pick your battles. You know, was that really as important as I thought it was? Was it so important to me that I had to push them away and make them go away, because it feels like at this point in time, it did not make things better. So you're rethinking about whatever happened that made you guys separate. So this definitely feels like, and this could be love relationship, this could be family members, this could be anything that has to do with some sort of a relationship that maybe went the opposite direction because somebody, and I'm just going to say somebody, was being stubborn. It could have been you, could have been them, whatever the case is. You guys did not come to terms, and I think it feels like both of you were picking your battle. We're not picking your battles. Everything was a deal breaker, and you're starting to think that maybe that wasn't that big of a deal after all. So one card just flipped out, and I didn't even have the question asked. So what are the sticking points that perhaps... How do I want to word this? Sticking points that made you guys separate. And now you're re-looking and thinking, is this really a sticking point? Is this something that is really a problem? Is this something that I need to heal? I'm just, you know where I'm going with this. So joy. So yeah, like I said, I feel like you're like, it was a sticking point for you, and you were feeling like you were not as much in joy as you would like to be, but you kind of, it feels like you like pushed that person out of your life, but it didn't make you any happier. And you're trying to figure out now, it's like, okay, why am I not happy? You know, I'm like, I removed the thing that was bothering me and I'm still not happy. So I'm going to say, if the gratitude card doesn't come out, then that might be a case of where you were not being grateful for what you had, perhaps. And maybe you're re-looking at things and trying to put more positive focus on stuff and not focus on the negative of that person or situation. I feel like I want that one. Forgiveness. So you need to forgive somebody. You can't change the other person. So regardless of what is going on with the other person, they will change on their own if they want to, but they don't have to. You have to kind of accept them, how they come to the table. And if you cannot accept them for how they come to the table and forgive them when they are being human and acting like an asshole, if that's what's happened, then then you are the one that needs to work on yourself, and you need to understand why you can't forgive people. Why, and you're probably not forgiving yourself. You're probably very hard on yourself, if I had to guess. Growth. This is a sticking point for you. And sometimes I say this to myself. I'm like, I am so tired of growing. I have grown and grown and grown and grown over the last year. And sometimes it feels like the universe is asking you to grow just a little bit more. And I feel like that's the case, is like, you're like going, but I've done all the work so far. It's time for them to do some work. Well, I have that situation on my hands. It's like, I feel like I have grown and I have done all the work, and I doesn't feel like this other person has done all the work, done any work. And that's probably not true. I'm sure he has. I just have to be able to accept him, whether he changes anymore or not. And so that's kind of been going on in my head. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you is, you're the only one that can have any control over your life. So you either decide if that person is what you want to be in a relationship with or not. It's not up to, it's, you know what I'm saying. You can't fix them is what I'm trying to say. Faith. Okay. So that to me said, if that's a sticking point, that means that you're not having faith that this is going to work out. I would also possibly say this could be a twin flame relationship. We know twin flame relationships are all about spiritual growth and us growing and coming together and making the world a better place, or so they say. So if you have grown and grown and grown and grown, and maybe you guys are in separation right now and not talking, I feel like you're losing faith that this is going to work out. And maybe you're thinking, well, if that person doesn't grow anymore, am I willing to put up with them the way they are? Have I grown enough that I can deal with their imperfections? Or, so it just feels like you're losing faith. Maybe I need to take heed of this message that is coming out here. Just FYI. What else is a sticking point for you at the moment that's maybe causing you some angst and anxiety? Complacency. Let me think about that. I feel like you're thinking the other person is being complacent and not doing their work. And maybe they're not. But again, that's judging them for not doing things your way. So think about that. You've already said, I've grown and grown and grown, and I'm tired of growing right now. But have you become complacency? And maybe the universe is saying, no, you're not done growing. We've got some more stuff we need you to work on. And you're resisting that. That's a possibility. Growing is hard work. Spiritual growth and clearing out old wounds and heartaches and all that stuff is hard work, and renewal is a sticking point. I feel like that is saying, you are aware, intuitively you are aware of some things that you could do that might give you some renewed hope that maybe doesn't have anything to do with this person. So let's think about some things that you could be doing that could maybe make you feel better. Maybe you have gotten complacent. Maybe you feel like you're stuck in a rut. And you're feeling a little hopeless, because I feel like that might be part of what this is. It's like you're feeling a little bit of hopelessness, and you're thinking about reaching out, and you're rethinking about what your battles are. So could be something to do with the food you are eating, could be something to do with the people that you're hanging out. Maybe you need to remove some negative energy. Maybe you've been staying up too late at night, not getting enough sleep. Maybe you've been numbing certain things and trying not to think about this situation, but it's not really helping anything. There are things in your heart, that you could do to renew, like blow some energy, fresh energy into your life to help you get some balance. Do I want one more? Yeah, I feel like I want one more. Let's get one more of these. Oh, that came out easy. Oh. And the last card is acceptance. Okay. There's also a lot of root chakra stuff coming in, so it makes me think your root chakra is a little bit out of balance here. So I think I've kind of already talked about that, is you're coming to the thought process of, if this person never changes, am I willing to accept them as they come to the table to put my life back in balance? Or am I, is that the battle I want to choose? Is accepting things as they are? Or is there so many things that's out of whack or off kilter that it's best for me to walk away? So I feel like that's kind of what you're going through right now, is trying to figure out what's important to you, to align your heart chakra, to put you back in balance and help make your dreams come true. Okay, so let's say that you accept them for the way they are, flaws and everything, and you forgive them. You start focusing on joy and gratitude and not what is lacking. And what can you look forward to? Well, okay. Crown chakra, 3 things flew out. Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of true divine guidance sent in answer to prayer. That makes me think crown chakra could be opening up some more, and you might be getting some more intuitive hits and abilities that come in once you kind of get this cleared up. Integrity, align your actions so that they match your values and inner knowingness and what's right for you. And I feel like that's a lot of what's going on right now, is you becoming very clear about what your dreams are and how to make them come true. And so that's kind of where you're at, is you're like going, is this person aligned with me? Really, is that person aligned with me and what I want? Or am I just being stubborn and focusing on the bad? And, we're 80 or 90% incoherence with each other, and I've just focused on the 10% that we're not. So think about that. Where you're in alignment with another person and where you're out of alignment, and see if you can figure out if you're more in alignment than not, if that makes sense. Visualize success. See yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. That kind of falls underneath the reaching out card. So if you are thinking about reaching out to this person, visualize it going well, not going bad. Focus on the positives, instead of, if you've had a habit of focusing on, but they do this and they do this and they don't do this and they don't do this, focus on what you like about them and not the negative stuff. So what else can you look forward to? Success also would be dreams coming true and coming together. So it doesn't feel like all is lost. It feels like at this point in time, it's just some adjustments within yourself, recalibrating. I feel like I want to say the word recalibrating your heart. Maybe that person broke your heart and you need to recalibrate it and come back into balance. And that's what you're trying to do. Third eye chakra. Okay, we got a lot of chakra stuff going on here. We got the heart, now we got the crown, we got the third eye. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. So you could be having dreams coming in from your guides that are, maybe that's part of what's going on, is there's some dreams coming in and that's what's making you want to reach out to this person. Maybe some things have been coming clear in dreams, also dreams coming true. That makes me think that maybe you guys have been having some dreams. Oddly enough, I had a dream last night about my relationship with my divine masculine. I cannot remember anything about the dream other than in this dream, we had figured out the obstacles that were keeping us apart and we had kind of come to the happy ending. And the feeling was there. So it was like I woke up and I was like, oh my God, we figured it out. Or maybe I was in the 5th dimension where we are happy and the 3rd dimension wasn't a problem. Whatever the case was, it was a very weird but very peaceful feeling of there is a happy ending at the end of this journey, even though it doesn't feel like that right at the moment. So take that for how that resonates, but it feels like maybe you guys are having some dreams about this person, this situation, whatever it is that's got you kind of stuck and making you think about reaching out and doing just kind of a last check-in to see if you think this, this could make your dreams come true. Let's get one more of what you can look forward to if you work on yourself and quit worrying about them and I'll just say accept them for how they are. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. So maybe you've been like extra sensitive to being hurt and taken things personally, and now you've kind of come to the realization that, yeah, they didn't do that on purpose. They didn't mean to hurt me. I took it personally. I got my feelings hurt, and perhaps that's what has separated you, and now you're ready to move forward and say to this person, you know what? I have a new perspective on things, and God, I swear to God, every reading I have done this morning might as well be for me and my situation. All right, you know what? I'm going to do, instead of last words from the universe, I'm going to do romance angels, because this feels like this is probably a soulmate relationship type of thing. Who is this person, and what's kind of the outcome, or what's some stuff that's coming up around this? Express your love. So maybe you never told that person. Maybe you were not focused on the positive and why you love that person, or go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And whether this is a romantic relationship or just a friendship or whatever it is, express to that person what you appreciate about them. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So maybe that's part of the reason you and the other person are having a hard time coming together, is they're really super focused on their finances and career, and they don't have enough time for you, or vice versa. And maybe the time factor was an issue, and that was a sticking point of, like, I want to spend more time with you, and the other person saying, I don't have the time right now. And can you accept that person if they are always working on finances and career and not putting you at the top of the food chain? You need to, but everything else about them is great. So trust this situation is calling for you, both of you, to have faith. There's that faith card again. Have faith of what's going on, and that this is playing out the way the divine wants it to play out. So I want that one. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So that neediness that you feel sometimes, or they feel about, okay, so this is what's coming. Remember I said, maybe there's an issue of they don't have enough time for you right now because finances and career are more focused. And your codependency issues are, but I need more of your time. I need more of your time. And that's pushing you guys apart. So think about how that could be affecting your romantic life or this relationship. But addictions, and it doesn't necessarily, it could be addictions to anything that's causing a problem. So it sounds like, again, I feel like this is the main thing though, is can you accept that person as they are if they never change whatsoever? Because that possibility is there. And if you cannot deal with them exactly as they come to the table, then and it's going to make you miserable, then you need to walk away. But if it wasn't that bad and you realize that you were focused on the negative and not the positive, then maybe you are ready to move forward with this. I feel like that's what the thing is like, can you accept them as they are? And that has to do with unconditional love, loving somebody exactly how they are, just like you would want somebody to love you exactly as you are. You would not want somebody to come into a relationship and go, well, I will love you, but you need to change this and this and this and this. And I don't like your hairstyle, and I don't like this. And you would not want somebody coming into your life telling you, I will love you, but you know what? I will love you, but if you're ever in a car accident and you're burned all over your body, then I'm not going to be in for that. I'm like, seriously? Think about that. Think about how you would be the same way if somebody came in and said, I will love you, but I cannot deal with this, then this, and this, and this. And it's, we're going to fight about this forever. Well, that's usually what happens in regular relationships. But if you can clear that out ahead of time and understand that it will not be an issue forever. All right, I think that's done. I will see you guys middle of August. Bye.